Sorry guys, just bear with my phone's being rather weird. Doesn't want to let me click onto the stream for some reason. There we go. Now we're working. This is working.
Hello all and welcome back to the Isle of SIPTA.
There we go. So that's working. Pin that to the top. Super duper. There we go. Right. We should be rocking and rolling there now. Let me just check I've got everything on me that I need. I've left base and everything, but I didn't check. I did check that I've got everything with me, but didn't just quite check everything. So we'll just double check to make sure. Yep. You've got enough stuff on you, haven't you? Yes, you have. Right. Check out here. Sorry guys, I'm just figuring out where I'm going today. I'm going to visit this little island, which I believe is at Camp of the Castaways, and then I think we're going to head around here. We might have a look at this island as well, see what's going on here. Not been here as yet, and then we'll see where we get to from there. But before I go over here, I want to make sure that she's on guard me, just so that she doesn't start fighting everything. Right. Let's head on over here. Oh. Crocodile that's seen us straight away.
God take you!
Bang. One hit. Nice and easy for her. Not a problem. Of course she's on guard me now because I don't want to just kick it off and fighting with everybody. As they will do. Let's have a look. Who have we got wandering around here? Crew, so not in there any good. Oh, here's our
What can I get you?
camel
May
merchant.
set guide your steps.
So at least we know where we're coming to now if we want a camel. Look, so learn that. There we go. Right. Let's see what we've got or who we've got all around here. There we go. Camp of the Castaways. So he's a crew guy. Your crew again. So nobody really very interesting there at all. Not for us at the moment, anyway. So bear with me 1 second, guys. There we go. I feel like I'm having to talk down to my microphone when I'm looking up at my screen. Hopefully that didn't deafen you all then when I moved it. Let's see. Crew again. So these guys are all crew. By the look of it. Don't know what they're like. Health or combat wise, never used them, so I don't know. I'm guessing they're not very good, possibly. Just going to first person a bit in here, it'll be a little bit easier, won't it? Yeah, they all seem to be crew. Yeah. Right. let's head on in, see what we can discover. There's a crew person there. Right, let's go this way first actually. Can we get down here? Yeah. There we go, we'll go down again. There's a crew member. Go down again. Ah, some merchants.
What can I get you? Come
There we
back
go.
anytime.
So that's
What will it
interesting.
be? Farewell, exile.
At least we know where there's some merchants now.
What'll it be?
Not that we'll use them all the time, of course, but at least we have an idea where there are some merchants now. There's a couple of crews stood around here. Right, not that we can go any further that way. Glad that I put our friend on guard, me, or else she'd be picking a fight with all these guys right now. And that's not what I want her doing. I do not want her picking a fight with people. Thought I saw it come up, press to interact then, but I might be wrong. As I say, I've never been in here, so I don't know what's in here. So it's all new. Doesn't seem to be very much around there. There's a crew there, so it doesn't look like there's any crafters in here. There may be. They could be in another area, but there doesn't seem to be. Not on that, it's only a bit of wood. There's a part there, so I'll have a look over here. Oh, I've got little docks there. Oh. Was that saying press to interact, or was it telling me I need to eat and drink? I can never tell sometimes. Must have been I needed to eat and drink. But we've done that anyway. Another crew member sat there. There's quite a big area, this little island then. There's quite a big area that it covers. Yeah, we saw that guy before, didn't we? Dancer, we're not bothered about him. Here's the tavern. No barkeep though. There may be in the new update, but there ain't anybody manning the bar at the minute. Well, it's round here, by the look of it. Oh yeah, here they are.
I'm certain I've got whatever you need. Gods watch over you.
Maybe you don't have what I need. But anyway, so that is that. Can we loot this? No. Where do we want to be going? Let's have a look over here. They just all seem to be crew around here. Not seeing any crafters or anything like that. What are you?
You need something, exile. Come again if you survive.
Oh, charming. Come again if you survive. Charming, dude. But there seems to be all sorts. I believe this young lady here, if you speak to her, you hand your
Well, look what the tide washed up.
scout reports in there.
Sharp blades and strong winds, friend.
Yeah, so if we find any scout reports, we need to hand them in to her. You only get, I think it's like 25 gold or something apparently, so, but if we get any, we'll bring them and hand them in. Why not? Might as well. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all well. Nice to see you all, thank you for joining. Friday once again. Soon comes around. I'm just going to check around in here a bit more, because I do feel like I'm missing something somewhere. Oh, little kitty. Because you just never know where there could be, you know, books or scrolls or things like that. No, not telling you to move. But it wouldn't appear that there is a lot here. But as they say, appearances can be deceptive, so you know, not always.
Greetings, Wanderer. I suspect an interesting and winding road has brought you to me. I am a sculptor.
Yeah, well, we'll leave you to your sculpting at the minute, dude. I'm
happy to barter with my skills, such as they
not kind of into the golem situation at the moment, so we'll leave you to do your crafting, whatever it is. Hello.
I'm certain I've got whatever you need. May Zed guide your steps.
Oh, so there's another merchant hiding behind there. Interesting. Go around here, you're another crew member. Right, just have a look. Over here. Just see if there's anything worth having a look at. Probably not, but no. Just another couple of crew looking off the docks over at another person. Well, boat rather. So yeah, no good to us. So how is everybody? Do say hello. Let me know how you're all doing. It's nice to see you all, as ever. Don't be shy, do say hello. We don't bite, especially not on a Friday. Right, so I think that's everything in here. That's my bow. I want my bow. I want my torch. Let's pop it on that one. There we go. Let's see where we're going a bit better now. I've got in here, I've just got to remember how I got out now. I think we need to go back up here. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that is the camp of the castaways. Rather interesting. So what's everybody up to? What's everybody on at the moment? Do let us know. Do feel free to chat amongst yourselves as well. Oh. Lucky we just dodged that then. Oh! Yeah, ouch. That hurt a little bit. Didn't hurt too much, but it hurt a little bit. We're alright though. Did I bring... Yes, I did. That's what I'm looking for. That was quite handy, wasn't it? And it happened to be one of those guys. Lots of bits and pieces off him. Bit of gold, bit of silver, bit of everything. That's pretty cool. funny how we didn't see him on the way in though.
Hello all and welcome back to the Isle of SIPTA.
Oh, I'm a chat's only just repeated that. I said that before. Hopefully we're not having any problems. But that's strange that it just repeated what I've already put earlier as a pinned message. But yeah, do all let me know if you can hear me well enough. Don't know if we're having some technical problems or not. Let me know how it's working on your end, guys. Let me know how it's working. Right, just wanted to check I was coming through. So it is coming through. So, yeah. Now that we're away from there, are you back on attack all enemies? I don't want her to be hesitating. If she sees an enemy now, she can just go for them. Because anything else out here is obviously going to be hostile, so... yeah, we don't want to take any chances now. So that's pretty cool, and that is the camp of the castaways. Never been there. Well, I have in the past, but not on a playthrough like this, so it's nice that we've just discovered that. So we'll press on a bit more. Interesting little build here that somebody's made. With a teleportory stone in it. Very cool. So yeah, let's carry on up and around here. We'll head over this way and we'll go over and see what's on this island over here. We'll go and have a nosy. So yeah, I hope everybody's had a good week. Hope you've not been too busy. Looking forward to the weekend now. There we go. Just give me 1 second, guys.
Well, hello, fancy meeting you lot here.
Smoku, hello, nice to see you. Hope you're good. Just thought we were having a few technical problems there, just trying to figure it out, but I think we're okay. So your message came through then, which is good. So yep, fancy meeting you here. Hope you're well. Back on the Isle of SIPTA this week, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, next week we'll be back on the Exiled Lands because we'll be checking out the new update, which drops next Thursday, hopefully. All being well.
The eye still on SIPTA 2, totally hooked now.
Yeah, it's a cool map, isn't it? a very cool map. Totally different atmosphere to the Exile lands, definitely. You got your tavern built yet? Ready for the new bar and everything when it comes in? Just did mine on Exile lands on our server yesterday. That's all set now, just ready for the new tavern to get placed in there once we unlock it.
A few searches, killer thralls.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Got to try a surge yet. I need to gather all the resources and everything for it just yet. But we'll have a go at one at some point. Obviously we've got a purge to try as well yet. But I've only got a couple of, I say a couple, few dogs and 2 or 3 people at the minute, so it's like a purge wouldn't really be very wise for us at the moment because they're not all leveled up. Even though I could do a low level, they're not all leveled up yet, and don't want to lose everybody in a purge. Everybody just started. Excuse me. Well, yeah, we'll get round to it one day. But yeah, I thought this week we're come back onto SIPTA this week. As I say, next week will be probably the week after as well. Checking out the new stuff on the update because we'll have the tavern to look at and anything else that's new. Plus, we'll also either in next week's stream. Yeah, probably will be next week's stream actually. I'll have a couple of guests with me that will have followers that will be leveled up as well, and we'll probably take on, if it works, the new siege location, see if we can get in there and take out the boss and actually defeat it and come away with some goodies. Because obviously we don't know how well it's going to work at the moment, because people on PC have been having a few problems with it, so we don't know. Hopefully if it gets patched before it gets released on there, and then it's a bit concerning because if PC are struggling, then how a console's going to cope with it. But yeah, we'll have to see. Right, where are we up to? Right, we're here. We need to go up and around here. I'm going to swim across this island, see what's over there. Not really unlocked it yet, so I think we'll go and be nosy tonight. Oh. She's quick with that sword, isn't she?
Hi all.
Mickey, good evening. Nice to see you. Hope you've had a good day. What we're looking for.
I haven't got a barkeep to spawn in test live yet. Eventually spawned one in.
Yeah, I think Angar said that. I think Angar said it, didn't he, last week in his stream. It seems to be a bit buggy at the minute, and I know Whack4863's done a video on it, and I think he said he got on a level 5, but he has even heard people get them in level 3, so a level 3 purge, which makes sense because if it's somebody who doesn't really want to do purges, it's not very fair to expect them to have to do a high level purge just to get, you know, a barkeep. Realistically speaking, I think you should be able to get one at least a tier 1 purge, because if you've got people who don't really want to do a purge but they want the barkeep, I think you should do it in the easiest purge level as well, so they can just get them really easy, so they've got one. I mean, that may be the case. You might be able to get them in a tier 1. Who knows? But yeah, unless it's a bit buggy at the minute for some reason, and obviously it's test live, as you say. So hopefully it all gets ironed out and sorted, ready for the official release to all platforms.
Low level purge for the barkeep, I think.
Yeah, it needs to be. Wouldn't be fair for it to be a high level for people who don't really want to do purges but want to build a bar. As I say, we've got ours built now on our server. got the space ready for the bar to go in. And then we'll need to do some purges, try and get the barkeep, and then we'll be ready for business, as the saying goes. How's she doing now, level-wise? Not too bad. I need to work on getting my sorcery leveled up, actually. Because I need to be able to unlock the elixir of rebirth. Because if she ends up with perks that I don't, or anybody else ends up with perks that I don't like, I won't be able to re-roll them if I haven't learnt that. That was a cool thing when they introduced that. A little while ago now, but yeah, that was one good cool feature at least. The from the sorcery to be able to do the rebirth for your followers and change their attributes that they get. Right, where are we? Almost there. Just around the corner.
Especially since it doesn't look you gonna get many name friends at the pub.
Yeah, unless it's just down to the RNG again, that maybe it's an overtime thing, that it'll kind of like the spawn system works in game. Maybe it'll be a mixture of people that'll come up first, and then eventually named people might start wandering in. It might just be the way it's working on a well, I suppose rota is a word you could use for it, like a rota basis, kind of like how the normal spawn system works, possibly. Because it would be nice when you get to a point where you've got a Leon or a Delincia or even a Cimmerian.
You have to have discovered them first.
Yeah, you probably do. Like if you've found Leon or Delincia or Freya before, that's true.
Hope so.
But these are all these sort of things that we'll all have to test out when it comes to live and see how it works and figure it all out, do different tests, you know, test it in different ways. See what it's all about. But yeah, it definitely looks... Definitely looking forward to it, anyway. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Very interesting.
I can't wait to see the bar fill up.
Oh, I know. Definitely. And one of the other features that I didn't even realise, and I can't remember if Dennis and Andy hinted to it in the stream they did, or even mentioned it, that the barkeep, because it's somebody you get from the cage, they will actually have an inventory or inventory space, meaning that you will actually be able to take off the clothing that they're wearing and actually give them a different outfit if you want to do. There was a video that Whack4863 did a few days back about running your own bar successfully, how to do it, what to do and what not to do, I think he kind of called it, and one of the things he mentioned was that you can click on this
banquet hall waiting for the update.
Oh, a banquet hall. Oh, very nice. Very nice too. Not just a tavern, a banquet hall. Well, going the whole hog, eh? Excuse the pun. But, yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, and I do particularly like the idea that you're going to be able to take their Stygian, if you will, take this, not Stygian, Relic Hunter clothing off them that they're wearing, like they would normally come with a lot of followers anyway, off them, and be able to give them your own personal outfit, so they'll blend in with your base better then. Like for example, for ours, I might use the... That guy's a little bit feisty. Yeah, might, for example, if you've got the innkeeper's outfit from the Devotees of Decketo, you could give them that, so they look like a proper bartender. Well, we'll have to have a play around with things and see what we think. Have a look at stuff and decide what outfit we're going to give them. Because I know Dennis did say, while doing this with this system, the idea is that it gives them a whole new direction that they can go in the future. So like your crafters, for example, as well. Your crafter thralls, that rather than just being something that you slot into a bench, you're going to be able to obviously treat them like a real person and give them an outfit as well, which would be pretty nice. I don't think that's coming in with this update. I think that's a future sort of thing that Dennis was kind of hinting towards, that that's kind of the way they want to go with it, a bit more on the like roleplay side of things, which definitely not against it. It's certainly, yeah, it could be. Yeah, that is very true. Might be in chapter 4, who knows. That would be very cool if it was. But yeah, like you say, could even be in chapter 4, so that would be interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that one and see. And obviously while we're on the subject of update incoming kind of thing, in less than a week now, has everybody got their battle passes done that had the battle pass, that owns it? Have you finished? I just managed to get mine finished a couple of days ago. I was a little bit behind on it because of focusing on my content, but managed to get it done a couple of days ago, so I'm now level 60 with that, ready for the next battle pass now.
Because he mentioned in same breath as not wanting an incomplete idea.
Yeah, exactly. He did, didn't he? He said it was it something like, I'd rather give you something that works, not something that's broken. So maybe there's, so if that was what he was hinting to, that they maybe haven't quite. Oh, hello. Didn't know there was a boss up here. Maybe they haven't quite finished that just yet.
God take you!
Wow, he hits quite hard, this guy.
God take you!
He's taking a beating off him.
You picked the wrong fight!
Oh, he's down. There we go. Nothing to it. And just for those who don't know whereabouts we are on the map, we're just here. Just over on sort of the east side. So this is a boss bad look of it.
Crafter thralls coming to bar.
Yes, that is true. That was another thing you mentioned, wasn't it? That, yeah, quite right. Eventually you'll be able to get your crafter thralls from the bar as well. Which would be cool, wouldn't it? If you're after a bladesmith and one happens to wander in one day. That would be very cool. Oh, another big guy over there. So yeah, has everybody got their battle passes done?
Which would less tedious? That would be great, having crafters at the tavern.
Oh, wouldn't it? Definitely. It would definitely be very, very cool. Ouch. This guy needs to chill a bit. Oh, she got him. Look at that. Ah, another boss guy, so that is another boss then. So we'll take that. What's that? Yeah, we'll take it. Just for the giggles, just because we can.
UBP complete and everything maxed, but unclaimed, hoping it will roll over.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it does roll over. I'm trying to remember from last time. I think if you don't finish your battle pass, I don't think you get everything. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I don't seem to recall last time that for something I didn't get from a battle pass one time that I got it the next time, so just be, you know, wary that you may not do, just in case. But it's possible you could do, but I don't know. So I'd just be, I would err on the side of caution there, as the saying goes, just in case you don't. another arc.
BP is complete at LVL 60.
Yep, level 60, battle pass, it is indeed. Interesting to see what's going to be in the next one. That will be interesting as well.
And everything maxed out.
Yup. You look like another boss, Mr. Man. What are you like health-wise? Oh, she's fine. Yep, he is indeed another boss man. Hey! You hit her like that. Even the hyenas gonna join in. Go on, girlie.
Talking about character level smokers or VP level. VP level.
Yeah, battle pass level. Yeah, battle pass is level 60, just the same as your player level. Yep. Both are level 60. Character needs to, well, your character doesn't need to be level 60, but
out?
well, yeah, your battle pass levels out, maxes out rather at level 60. So it doesn't matter even if your character isn't level 60, you can get your battle pass to level 60. Well, that was interesting. Couple of bosses I didn't realise were there, but thought our young lady might have taken a bit of a beating off that, but she did alright, didn't she? Because she's only a low level. Deirdre Deathbringer, she's not mega high health, but she seemed to survive that alright then. So good on her. But yeah, level 60 for your battle pass. So anyway, outside of the game, talking real life, how's everybody's week been? Had a good one? Or a busy one? Or a quiet one? Or let us know. Let us know what sort of a week you've had. Do share. Share and share alike, as the saying goes.
Busy lol.
A busy one, oh gosh. Right, did I not bring a bedroll out with me? I don't think I did. Good is it?
Every challenge that came up since I finished the BP, it just unclaimed since there no point really. Might as well see if it rolls over and G.
Yeah, true. I'm still getting that. I'm getting challenges popping up even though my battle pass is complete. It's still counting them when I'm doing it, which is weird. Yeah, I've completed my battle pass, but yeah, it's still counting stuff for me. Yeah, it's an interesting one. How like the game can't seem to register that you've actually done everything. You don't need the challenges anymore. But yeah, it still wants to give them you. It's a long swim, isn't it? Oh my heck. That was a funny colour, doesn't it? If you don't quite zoom all the way down. Oh, so we can get...
Yeah, I see. No, once maxed out you don't earn BP points.
Yeah, no, you don't earn the points, unfortunately. That's right. You complete the challenges, but you don't get diddly squat for them because you've already done it. Which is a little bit disappointing, really. Because it should stack up as bonus points maybe for your next one, and then when you hit the next battle pass.
So won't carry over.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pity that it should do, really. Because you're earning that XP still when you complete the battle pass. It should build up as points for your next one. So by the time you come around to your next battle pass, you know, you could have already unlocked your first 10 levels for all you know. And it's not cheating. You know, it's, you're doing the challenges while you're playing the game. So you've earned the points at least. So it should allow you to unlock your various ones. Be it 5 levels, 10 levels, 15 levels. I mean, yeah, I suppose what I can say why they don't do it, because you could essentially complete a new battle pass before you even get the new one because of the amount of points you could earn. But even if it just limited you, you know, to another X amount of XP that maybe unlocked your first 5 to 10 levels maybe, you know, that wouldn't be too bad, would it? Rather than, yeah, penalising you altogether and saying, no, well, you're doing all this extra work and it's for nothing, so have at it kind of thing. Yeah, seems a shame. Ooh, that's a nice waterfall, isn't it? Imagine having that in the backdrop of your base. If you're playing on single player, for example. Or having your base up on top of that. Put your base in the middle there with that waterfall running underneath.
Maybe give you something else for completing challenges after.
Yeah, exactly. Chrome coins would be nice. So if you see something in the store, you know, they're saying people aren't buying from the bazaar. Well, there you go. Even if they only give you a few, it takes you a while to earn a lot. Give us Chrome coins, and then they don't have to give you hundreds. You know, it could be 10 Chrome coins or 50 Chrome coins or something. 25 Chrome coins, you know, each time, and then eventually you're gonna purchase stuff, aren't you? And that way, then, because you've
like something free.
Yeah, or even something free, yeah. Like with the Chrome coins, you've earned those Chrome coins, so then you can then spend them in game, in the bazaar.
In-game currency.
Yeah, they did mention something else, didn't they? Because yeah, you can buy from the merchants like in Sephiroth at the minute with gold and silver, and then we had the obelisk coin. That's right. They were kind of on about something else as well, weren't they? Yeah, that's quite true. They didn't touch on it very much, though.
Good evening. Just lurking for now, cooking and speaking on the phone.
No worries, Bulwark. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Hope work's going well.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could earn Chrome coins in the actual game.
Yeah.
Good evening, Bulwark.
Oh yes, good evening, Bulwark. Hope you're well. Been catching up on your last couple of videos just recently. It's filled my spare time in when I've had some, which is really good. Really interesting, of course, as always. Lots of detail, lots of adventure. And I've actually just been today where you were on your latest video that I've been watching.
Hey, Bulwark,
the Camp of the Castaways. I haven't unlocked that myself yet, so decided in the stream, seeing as we're back on SIPTA this week, before the new update, that we'd jump back on SIPTA this week and then do Exile Lands next week if the update's out. Oops! Didn't turn around quick enough then. Oh! There's a whole pack of them. Ouch. Oh, look at that. Just went through them like butter. How good is she? She ain't taking no messing, is she? Just have a bit of a wander, just see what's up here. There might not be anything. Let's have a look. Like I said.
Or even biome would be amazing.
Oh, could you imagine? Yeah, could you imagine a new biome or a new map? A new map would be really cool. Because we've got Isle of SIPTA, obviously, which has been out a little while now. So yes, a new map would be awesome. Especially for content creators, because you'd be exploring it with your audience at the same time. Oh, look. Oh, are you gonna run? No. Can't get him. Won't let me grab him. Come here. I know, puppy. Come here. No. Doesn't want to let me catch this one. Nah, never mind. Never mind, we'll let that one live for a bit longer. Don't want to just chase him all over and then end up launching off a cliff or something. Didn't intend to necessarily come and get them, I just wanted to see what was on this island, really. Ah! Well, there we go. That's another brimstone area. So that's pretty cool, lots of brimstone again. So now we know of another brimstone area. Although we can get little bits near to where our base is all around here. Well, that's cool, now I know where another area for brimstone is. Let me just zoom in a minute. So it's just here at this bottom level. So we kind of want to go that way and then left.
Ode labs, ode everyone sign of the horns.
Swampy, hello. Nice to see you. How are you?
Swampy.
Yes, hello, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you've had a good week. Bit of a chill Isle of SIPTA stream this week, and then hopefully all the hard work. All the hard work starts next week with the new update when we'll have all the new content to have a look at. What was that? Oh, hello. It's Yogi Bear. Boom. 2 hits. Let's make sure I eat some food again. So that's the area of refuge. Ah, it seems to be bear country around here, this then. Bang! She's pretty decent, this Daedra Deathbringer. She's not bad at all. She's probably not one of the highest tier people, but she's doing a decent job so far for us. Oh, she completely missed that guy then. And it's kind of funny, because she sounds like Delincia. Oh. Hello, big boy. Fighting a crocodile, were you?
Hello all and welcome back to the Isle of SIPTA. Logged in on wrong account. That's better, can't wait for the new purchase. Mental note to self, visit this place tomorrow.
Yeah. Get ready for the bears though, if you come here, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of bears around here. It's definitely bear country, this island. And it's not bear as in nothing here. It's bear as in full of bears. So yeah, be ready. Oh, this would be a nice place to build, wouldn't it? Look at that. Wouldn't that be a nice place for a base? You've got this water to look at every day and all the trees and everything surrounding you. This is a nice little base spot, this. Don't know if you... I presume you could build on here unofficial, or... If you couldn't... Oh look, piggies. If you couldn't, then obviously...
Don't come unprepared. Very nice. Think I found my new home.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely come prepared. You've got crocodiles. Crocodiles, I presume they are, or lacertas, whatever they are, for being yetis or whatever they're supposed to be. Got all these guys around, you got bears around, so just yeah, be ready. I mean, they're not, as you can see, they're not terribly tough. They're pretty easy, to be fair. But yes, welcome everybody. Anybody else that's just joined, nice to see you. Welcome. Good evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Do say hello if you haven't already. We don't bite. Oh, I'm guessing he could be a boss, are you? Because the music's on. Come on then, you big lump. Look at it. Look at him. Oh dear me. Say hello to my little friend.
Black Lotus.
Yep, Black Lotus as well.
Taste death!
Oh yeah. Nothing to him. Nothing to him. See? Bring a decent follower with you if you're not fully kitted. Just absolutely nothing. But yeah, Lotus, Aloe, all sorts around here by the look of it. And just for reference, we're kind of about here. How do gaming? Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Yep, let's, where are we now? See where we're up to. Right, so we're dead centre now, pretty much. Can't see there being much up here, but we'll go around, just as we're having a bit of a wander. And...
Oh, logged in on my other account, sorry.
Ah, right, got you. Plenty of crocodiles, so you can have plenty of reptile hide. Plenty of aloe, Black Lotus. Oh, this would be a beautiful base location. I mean, imagine putting a little base here, even if you had just like a little small outpost base, and you're just looking over at that. How pretty is that? You don't get many views like that on the Exile lands, I'll tell you. Oh. What have we got here? Oh, I wouldn't if I were you. I wouldn't. Told you. They never learn. So yeah, more Lotus again. By the look of it, we've got a nice small camp here. These are tier 3, but we're going to end up killing them all at the minute, but we're not really here for people anyway, but at least we know there is a camp here now.
Hui my base in the desert in exile land gonna suck when I go back. Book on bench.
Ah, you'll be alright with it. I know what you mean though, you get so used to such a nice view on here and then you go back home again to your main map and it's nothing like where you are on SIPTA, is it? Book on the bench, yep.
Do not fear the shadows. Men, there are reports of walking shadows and accursed bands of humanoids around the tower. These reports are completely accurate. However, do not fear these strange shadows or these strange sorcery-touched humanoids. I command them. Sally forth.
So there you go. Didn't want to speak of it.
Lovely.
Didn't want to speak while that guy was talking, just in case anybody didn't know what he says. But yeah, more Lotus in this camp still. So it's a little camp. All sorts of bits and pieces in it by the look of it. Not a lot of stuff and a lot of people in here, so it may only be the 2 or 3 people that you'll find, but at least we know it's another little camp. So that's just here, kind of off centre. But yeah, as I say, we've just got our tavern all built and ready now. Just need the actual tavern itself, the bar, to go in now, and then that'll be oh, there we go, another emote. Where's that one? Didn't realise this was on here. So yeah, if you haven't been for it yet, Bulwark or anybody else, right about here, right in the middle of this island, that's where you want to be for that one. Lots more aloe again. Yeah, what a nice little base spot.
SIPTA looks so good, but it feels so empty compared to the exiled lands.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Aesthetically speaking, it's much nicer looking, but yeah, people or creature-wise, it's not quite as full necessarily. I suppose if you go into the there's Big G. Come on then. What are you gonna do? You gonna try and throw a rock at you? I don't think so. People that throw stones get taken out like that. But yeah, I get what you mean. It does feel a lot busier on Exile Lands, but scenery wise, Isle of SIPTA looks a lot nicer. You can quite easily get turned around in circles here as well, and not realise where you're actually going. That's why I have to keep checking the map so much. I'm trying to cover the whole island for you, but seem to keep ending up going back kind of where we've been. Oh, Tigger, come on then. Nope. Don't know why I just went to do my attack because she'd already got it anyway, but there we go. There's lots of little hidey holes all around by the look of it. And this is just on an island on its own, and if nobody else knew about this and there's only you built on here, think of all the space you'd have to yourself. Yeah, you're a long way from the tower. You'd have to keep going back over to the mainland, but you've got a lot of your resources that you could need. You've got your pigs for your salted pork, or your pork rinds, or even your own food. Excuse me. So look at that, one hit on that guy. Plenty of trees, so you know. Plant fibre.
Exiled land also a lot more forgiving at lower level. I was getting slaughtered early on.
Oh gosh, that is true, yeah, because you've got the start area, as they call it, haven't you? So you've got New River and all the start area, whereas kind of SIPTA you're thrown in at the deep end, straight on a beach where there's dogs and all sorts. So yeah, you're quite right, it can be a lot more forgiving. But yeah, there's the coast at the other side of the map, which obviously isn't anything from there, but another nice view again. So who's been replacing their cannibal brutes already? If you have, who have you been replacing them with? Who have you been going out and befriending, shall we say? Who's your go-to follower now?
Mistake of trying to get Grey 1 recipes at LVL 15. Did not go well.
Yeah, know what you mean, Smoku. I've done that one as well. I did that. Me and Will were having a run around on the map and we thought, go on, we'll wander in here. Whoops, Grey 1's camp. Next minute, one swipe took half my health off me. Like, whoops, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Yeah, those Grey 1s definitely hit hard. They are not for the faint-hearted when you first start out, those guys. They are pretty tough.
Taste.
So go on, who's training up their new companions?
The light. Bearers FTW.
Oh, Hyena the Light, yeah, she's brilliant. She's one of my favourites as well. Especially if you can get her to come with the higher percentage chance of levelling up in strength, I think. Yes, the bearer's damage isn't huge, like some people. Their melee damage modifiers aren't absolutely massive, but just the sheer size of the health pool that they can get, and they can do a decent amount of damage. You know, they're not terrible. They're probably not the strongest of follower, but they're not the worst either. But yeah, Hyena the Light, one of my favourites as well. Cathibria Featherstep. Oops, what am I doing here? Getting stuck. Yeah, Cathibria Featherstep's another one of my favourites. She's pretty good as well. I do wish the bearer damage modifiers could be increased a little bit. It would be nice to have bearers that, yeah, they don't have to hit. One second. You know, they don't have to hit like a Berserker or a Leon or a Delincia. I'm not saying give them a huge modifier like that, you know.
You can buff your bearer with gear and makes them pretty good.
Yeah, you know, they do hit pretty good. I mean, if you're somebody that runs War Party, for example, you could do a bearer and a tier 4 dancer like Leoneely, for example. She's awesome. She's a really good, strong, hard-hitting, well, I think she's hard-hitting tier 4 dancer. Again, her damage modifier isn't huge, but with the right gear and the right weapon, she can hit pretty hard. So if you like running War Party, bearer and a dancer, so you've got your bearer for carrying your stuff for you.
Bearer tanked the arena champ 1-on-1 to death.
Take it the bearer won, yeah. Take it was the bearer that was victorious, of course. Well, yeah, bearers are absolute tanks. Ah. I was going to say, because, yeah, bearers are just absolute tanks when it comes to health. It's just unfortunate that with all the health they've got that the damage modifier is so low. Would be nice if it could be a little higher. You know, it doesn't have to be, like I say, they don't have to hit like Delincia or Berserker or anybody like that, but just maybe hit a little harder than what they do. It would be nice, you know, if they did hit a tad harder than what they do. But obviously that's the way The devs intended to design them. They didn't want them to be super OP, obviously. But yeah, I've got another couple of Berserkers recruited. Relic Hunter Treasure Seekers are still pretty good. If you still want a couple of decent agility people, the Relic Hunters are pretty good. That you get from the Wine Cellar, the Unnamed City, and also now from the Silver Mine, of course. They are totally friendable in there. If you go in with your truncheon, knock them out. Yep, that is true, yeah, they do have some decent armour. But yeah, they did get nerfed a little bit a while back, and they weren't probably as good as they used to be, but I've still got a couple. I use them for archers on bases still, and I do still take a couple out with full Stygian soldier heavy armour. Will, good evening. Hope you're good. Nice to see you. But yeah, I still have a couple of Relic Hunters that I take out with full Stygian soldier armour, so it's a heavy armour, and a katana of some sort, so star metal katana if you're just starting out, and then eventually upgrade them to Graceful Knight. That's a decent katana, or ideally Musashi's Black Blade if you can get that. They're really good with a katana. Don't bother with a bow with them, unless of course they're on a base defense position. And typically with Relic Hunters I find they work better if you run two in War Party rather than one on their own, because they are a little bit slower with the katana. But they can do some decent damage with them. Couple of another good one to keep an eye out for is called, and the name's just slipped my mind. Anja the Dervish, that's it. Anja the Dervish from the Purge. She's an archer, tier 5 apparently the Purge people are classed as, but they're still a named person essentially, so Anja the Dervish, she's pretty good. Comes with similar points to the Kathy Ann, hello, nice to see you. Welcome. Hope you're well. Very nice of you to pop in and say hello. Lovely to see you. Yeah, Anja the Dervish, she's
Hello, Kathy. Nice to see you here.
An archer.
Hi everyone. Hi Kathy.
She's an archer, as I say. You can get her out of the cages, and she seems to level up similar to
Waving hand Kathy.
Like Delincia, for example. Even though she's an archer again, she seems to be a strength-based archer again. So she's worth having a look at if you do get her in a purge. I did have a little video that I brought out a little while back talking about them, and she was featured in that video of my top recommended followers for chapter 3. Obviously, as I said in that video, it could change in chapter 3, but I very much doubt it. I reckon it'll be still the same with the people that we looked at. There we go, even some black ice up here. Is that black ice or is it just regular ice? Yep, bit of both. So if you're ice or black ice, you can get that from up here as well. And of course your meat from that guy as well, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're pretty good, Cathy. Just as I say, having a bit of a slower paced Isle of SIPTA stream this week, and then next Friday, all being well, as the new chapter 3 update is out, we'll be back on the Exile Lands on our server on there, and checking out the new features, trying to get our tavern built. Well, we've got a bar built at the moment, but we just need the tavern to put in it, and then we'll obviously have to do some purges to get the barkeep, which could take the whole stream, who knows. But we'll have to see.
Hi Kathy, how you? The bar looks great.
Also, we need to also have a look at the new raid, I think
Good, thanks, Smokers.
that they would call it, the new raid system that'll be in, where it's going to be the new POI at what was Ruins of Al-Maraha, I think you pronounce it. But as we were just saying earlier, PC seem to be struggling a lot with it at the minute in test live, so we're hoping things get straightened out with it.
Game labs live.
Yeah, no, it's really nice to see you. Thank you for popping in. We do try and do this every Friday. It's at 7 PM my time, so UK time. 7 till 9, just a couple of hours. Bit like Angor on a Sunday, but so seeing as Angor does his stream on a Sunday, and I wanted to try one as well, I thought we'll try a different day. Oh, and a Friday seemed to be good for me, so, and it seems to suit a few people. You do get a few people coming in and watching, which is nice. So you are all, of course.
FPS drops to single digits in the raid base.
Oh gosh, and that's on PC, yeah. Oh, bloomin' heck. Well, if that's on PC and your frames do that, then consoles are going to have no chance. Consoles are really going to struggle if that is the case. Let's hope it's still an issue that they're... Oh! I need to stop looking at chat and watch my screen a minute. Yeah, right, where was that?
Needs to be optimized.
Oh yeah, it definitely needs to be optimised, because if PCs are saying that they're struggling with it at the minute, then PS5 is certainly going to struggle, and
I do have a potato though low.
PS5 will struggle, PS4 will really struggle as well, certainly Xbox probably as well. So let's just all keep fingers, toes, everything crossed that they're able to optimise it. Because the last thing we want is people to be, you know, trying to play a new update and just constantly...
I have to go, internet is not good today. I'll catch the reply. Thanks, labs.
No worries, Kathy. Yeah, not a problem. Thank you for popping in. Very, very welcome, of course, and we'll see you next time, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully they do get it optimised and working properly. Because it doesn't look good on the stream if that happens, because obviously I'd have to lose my stream and restart my game if I end up blue screening. So we hope at the minute.
They've been working on it since the beta jobby.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would presume they'll be working on it every day, trying to get it figured out, and figure out what's causing it, and yeah, they'll be well aware of it. And oh, there we go. What a view. We talk about nice views and everything like that, but if you're a DayZ player at all, or if you ever caught any DayZ streams that I did since they brought the new skybox out in that game as well, especially on Livonia, there on the map that we have on console, you look at some of the views sometimes and just think, you know, wow. Very impressive. Now obviously I can't go into creative mode unfortunately on here, because obviously this isn't my server, so that would be a nice thumbnail picture. But yeah, that's a nice little location, that I do like that. So yeah, fingers... Oh! We've run into some grey ones by the sound of it.
Sky in their eyes, just wow.
That's it, don't let him hit you like that. There we go. It didn't drop much, but we'll take his little bit. For those that are interested, this is the build I'm running. So we've got 2 in strength, nothing in agility, 3 in the vitality. Could do with the final one as well really, but with the way we're running, the way our followers usually are, we're alright at the minute. Just got the first one in authority for the irritate perk. 2 in grit for our stamina, and then we're full encumbrance with Beast of Burden. Hence why we can carry all that stuff and still do a decent little bit of damage.
No, that just undead fodder, not grey ones.
It's just the noise they made. I thought it was the grey ones, but just must be a... There we go. I need to put my helmet back on again, take it off and put it on again. Gives me the Great Wolf boost. As we're using the 2 wolf pieces, chest guard of the wolf, the head piece, and then Sumerian, and then the Pictish war chief. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was grey ones. I think it's just the funny noise that they make. Just sounds like them, but then yeah, I know what you mean now. Watchtower. There we go. Bound to be more than one guy in here though. He's not going to be the only one. Yep. Didn't think as much. Go get that guy.
God, thank you!
See what I mean? Doesn't she sound just like the Lincia? And it's not, obviously. There we go. Let's have a nosy around, see if there's anything worth taking. Yeah, don't need those yet, don't need a spring, we'll take those and those. Hello. Piece of cake for her. Yeah, go on. Just as soon as we can carry it, we'll take it. If I was running a build where I had a bit more authority and didn't have to carry weight, I certainly wouldn't be picking everything up. So just for ref... Yeah, she is. So we're just here, up at the top left. Yeah, and she's only a lower level, as far as I know. I think she's the equivalent of, like for example, Frigga False Hope, people like that from the Sinner's Refuge on the Exile Lands, and I didn't even realise she'd hit level 20. She does have a negative in her strength, which is a shame, but she's got okay armour and a decent bit to her health at least. I'll have to definitely re-roll her once I can learn the elixir. Try and get her a bit more back in her strength again, because that's a shame that she got the negative in that. But she's still hitting pretty hard though, isn't she? She's still pretty impressive, to say the least. Yeah, I'll take all that.
Still dropping quite a bit of damage.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, these are, I suppose, what you'd call coastal people, so they're not going to do too much to her, are they? But yeah, even against those bosses that we did just back over here, I was kind of a bit concerned at first.
Age calls must obey. Enjoy, I'll catch up on the rest.
No worries, Smokey. You get a good rest. Thanks for coming in again. Nice to see you once again. Have a good rest, and we will see you next time. Old age calling. Makes me feel old when I keep hearing people saying that now. Tell you. And believe it or not, I'm only 38, but I don't feel it sometimes. Yeah. Start feeling a lot older than I am myself sometimes as well, so... Right. While we're up this high, let's wander around a touch more. Just check out what's up here, because we didn't really get up to the very top, did we? We kind of didn't get all the way up and around here. There's a nice bit of land again, plenty of trees and what have you. Need to check I'm going the same way, because I can be walking one way 1 minute, then according to a map it looks like I'm going another way. Yep, looks like the edge of the map there again. If we go up and around... Where are we now? Yeah. Like it's a bit of a climb again. And it's nearly night time again by the look of it. I'll pop the torch on just so it makes it a little easier for you guys to see on YouTube what's going on. I know YouTube doesn't do great with the whole dark thing on games, which is a shame because you'd think it would be a bit more optimised. I mean, hopefully once I can get my PC sorted out and I can have my PC running the stream and play as I am doing now, but obviously have the PC running it, we'd have other options that we can potentially use to help us out with it. And obviously that way I can also schedule my streams as well, so you guys will know. Oh, hello, Big Mama.
Die!
Let's see how she does. She's doing alright, she's not taking much damage yet. And she's got her down to half already. Oh yeah. Go on, one more hit. Go on. There we go, there we go, look at that. Perfect. Take the weapon, even though it's not necessarily fantastic, but we don't need the bowstring. Let's just see what we get for chopping her up. Probably not a lot. Yeah, we don't need the meat, so we'll drop that. So in case anybody wants to know again as well, if you're after that bear boss, if you've not been up here, just up here, up on this very high ridge. So watch out for that one. So that's why that boss is, if you're interested in taking on that boss. Just there. Here comes the yogi. I just call him Yogi because it's a bear, isn't it? It's not Yogi, obviously, but you know, just funny to give them a name. Right, so we'll just go up this way a touch more. I don't think there actually is very much more on here by the look of it. Get up to this top peak and at least we can say we've been everywhere then. I think what we'll do now is try and figure out our way down again safely. Hopefully you guys can now see well enough because it's coming up to daylight again, which is good. Oops. Trying to slide, but there isn't a steep enough hill to slide. So we need to go to our left. Oh. Bear wants a fight. There, got him before she turned up. So yeah, we want to be heading back around this way.
Of it.
Yeah, exactly. Have it. That is exactly right. Right, we are literally on the coast at the minute. We need to follow this back round a bit more so we can start getting back to mainland and make our way back home. Because our base is all the way back over this side, all the way over here. So we've got a long old run. Hey up, doofus. See how she does with this guy while we're here. Wow. All that height, big guy like that, one hit and he's down. That's, yeah. Where are you going? He's here. Oh, there we go. She got him. Yeah, to say she's got that minus in her strength, she's still packing a punch. This guy's probably a one hit again as well. Let's see. Oh no. A couple of hits on that guy, but Right, where are we? Coming up here. So we need to be getting back over there because we need to head that way. Do we reckon that's deep?
How's it going?
Julius, hello, nice to see you. Welcome. Do we reckon that's deep enough for a dive, guys? What do we reckon?
I'm late. Had lunch with my pals.
You're not late, don't worry. Lunch with your pals is more important. Don't you worry. Wouldn't matter even if you'd only been here for the last 5 minutes. It's the fact that you're here that matters. So yeah, do we think that's deep enough, or am I gonna... is it a crazy idea for a dive off here? What do we reckon?
Hello, waving hand.
What do we think? Do we think it's too deep? Or do we think I can make it? Do we reckon it's deep enough for a jump?
Go for it.
Go for it?
Do it, oh, do it.
And there you go, we even did the swan dive as well. Just for you guys. How was that? I'll be honest, for a split second there I thought it was going to be a bit shallow, but... yeah. More than deep enough. Even had the elegant swan dive. Yeah, it probably was.
Better than Wake's attempt.
Ah dear, that was funny. Oh, there we go. Not just a dive off a cliff, but an elegant swan dive to go with it. Aren't you guys lucky? Ah dear.
So what's the plan today?
Well, the plan is... the plan was to have a plan, which didn't really have. But what I've essentially done today so far, Julius, we've been here at the start of the stream. We went to this little island, Camp of the Castaways, just had a nosy around. I've not been there on this playthrough yet, so we did that. And then we just ran along here, took out three bosses that there are on here. We could go and do them again actually on the way home. And then we've just more or less come down here, swum across, and we've just had an explore of this island. Because again, not been over there, and kind of just showed that off a little bit. And then we're just going to make our long trek back home, which is all the way over here. So, we're just now, as the time is just slipping away with us as always, we're just going to make our way back home, which is a fair old run, but that gives me a chance to chat to you guys and see what you guys are up to and what you've been doing, and can ask you the same question I suppose now, Julius. Have you been getting any new Dilincias recruited, since the old cannibal brutes aren't going to be as good now? Still have mine. GT's all ready and raring to go. So yeah, everybody's been sharing who they've been getting levelled up.
Only 5 Dilincias.
Only? Only? That's a good little army, that. And yeah, this isn't Dilincia, obviously. You may think it sounds like her, but this is Deirdre Deathbringer. And she's actually surprisingly doing alright.
Yeah, I've been slacking low.
No, you haven't.
God take you!
5 superbly levelled up Dilincias with...
How long they take to get?
It all depends, really. If we're talking Exile lands, there's a few spots at Mounds of the Dead, obviously, where Dilincia can spawn. So it all depends if, when you go to the Mounds of the Dead, if she's there. Also, there's a little spot above there called, what's it called now? Stargazer's Crest, which is a little spot where she can spawn, so it all depends.
How lucky you are with stargazers.
Yeah, exactly, and how, like, Stargazers, for example, how lucky you are with that. But you do also have a chance of getting her in the Purge now as well, from the Purge cages. I haven't actually got one from it yet, but I've seen videos from other people that have done Purges, and they've done a level 5, level 6 Purge, maybe even a level 7, and they've had a Leah Neely from it, what's she called?
Got 2-3 from Purges.
Yeah,
I have been focusing on my lions, aka Northheimer defenders.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, Leah Neely, Amma the Seductress for 2 dancers, you can get both of those in the Purge. As I say, you can get Delincia in the Purge if you're lucky. She is one of the other Purge people, even though she's a tier 4, you can get her in the Purge as well. And there are a few others as well. The regular named people.
Havoc and Malice are pretty good TBH.
Sounds good. I'll have to give that a try. But yeah, it's not only your new people you can get from the Purge, you can get, like I say, Delincia, Leah. Handy if you get a Leah Neely from the Purge if you ended up needing one, because even though she can spawn at Mounds of the Dead, Leah, she isn't a guaranteed spawn, because she does share that spawn point with the other 3 tier of dancers, so the 1, 2 and 3. So if you manage to get a Leah Neely from the Purge, then you're on to a winner, because she's awesome, especially with something like Momentum, the one-handed mace. If you give her that, if you can get her with good stats to level her up in strength, I strongly recommend trying to do that and get her in some good armour.
I think I got 3 in less than an hour. Catch you later, Andy. Good night all.
No worries, Mickey. Thanks for popping in, bud. Nice to see you. And talk soon. But yeah, Leah Neely is an awesome entertainer. Not just the fact that she's tier 4, but just for her combat. She's only another. I couldn't tell you the melee damage modifier she has off the top of my head, but excuse me, I know Bulwark would know if he's here. I know he'd know what her melee damage modifier is, or he'd be able to Google it, no doubt, and it'd tell you on the wiki. 2.4, I want to say. Might not be that, but I think it's definitely 2 something. Obviously it's quite low, but when you see her with something like Momentum and the setup that I use for my followers, for example, with their strength boosting gear, she certainly hits what looks like Delincia or a Berserker. She's pretty good, either as a solo follower or even if you have her in War Party as well, like I say, with Delincia or another Berserker or...
Lionel. Wiki says 1.6.
1.6, she's less than I thought then, but she doesn't feel like she only hits as weak as that. Like I say, if you give her Momentum, and then for example the armour set that I use, that you all know that I use for my...
was the one with 2 something.
That's right, yeah. Ancina Hidden Daggers, yeah, thank you. Yeah, if she's only 1 point something, she certainly doesn't feel like she's, or look like she's only hitting for 1 point something. Like I say, with Momentum and then the armour setup that I give all my melee based followers, she certainly doesn't look like she's only hitting for 1 point something. She hits pretty hard. So if you've never had a Leah Neely before, I definitely recommend trying her out. pretty good. I can highly recommend her, definitely.
With momentum, even bearers can shine.
That is true, yep, that is very, very true, they can. Momentum has got to be one of, or if not, arguably the best mace in the game for damage. Notice from the Warmaker mini-boss is pretty good as well. But the damage level of momentum is so much better. Especially if you put a master weapon fitting on it. Makes it hit even harder. Yeah, arguably a lot of people will say that, some people may say it's not, but typically a lot of people will say that momentum is the strongest mace in the game at the minute. So if you can get lucky and get one of those from a legendary chest around the map, then you're on to a winner, definitely. I would definitely say keep the momentum. You use it yourself if you want to use it, or give it one of your followers. And just watch them absolutely dominate everything. Because you certainly don't need to worry that, I know with my armour set up for mine, that, you know, none of it is health related, it's all strength boosting from the head down to the feet. But with the armour value of the armour that they get, I don't need to worry about them taking too much damage, because to be quite honest with you, a lot of the time, by the time anything that they're fighting's actually done them any sort of damage, they've already killed it, so certainly don't need to worry on that side of things. Obviously a bit different on here because this is a different map and a different playthrough and a different way of doing things, but on Exile Lands, yeah. And I haven't updated that video for a long time yet, the best armour for Thralls video, because it pretty much still feels that when I recommended that all 11 months ago that, ouch, that, you know, that is still the same, it still applies, that those pieces are still definitely the best ones for them. Yes, you could say the Perfected Heavy has a slightly higher armour value because it's Perfected Heavy, you know, that you get from doing the journey step. You could say that that is better.
No armor's changed.
No, I didn't think they had. You could say that the Perfected Heavy is better because its armour value is probably slightly higher than the Pictish War Chief that mine use, and it still gives the same amount of strength weapon bonus, so it's not like it gives less or anything, it still gives the same. But I just prefer using it for because if you'd use the bulk plating for your followers, that's going to ramp the damage number up anyway. So yes, you could use either, but the reason why I don't use it is purely because although it gives a strength weapon bonus, it also has the agility weapon bonus on it, and for me, because my follower, especially if it's a Berserker or a Delancia or Freya for example, or Leah, because they're strength focused, to me it's kind of pointless to give them that, because it's giving them a little bit of a strength bonus, yes, but it's also giving them an agility perk which they don't need. If I'm trying to go strength focused with mine, I want to keep as much of the strength weapon damage on it that I can, especially when it comes to the points where they level up. So yeah, I know it's only a few 5 or 6 points, sometimes it's a little bit, but that can be enough just to bump up their agility a bit, and it doesn't really affect them. So it's preferable that if I'm trying to keep them strength based, I can keep as much strength based stuff on them as I can, really. Other people may see different and not be bothered, but and ultimately again at the end of the day it is all about personal preference and personal choice. You know, it's entirely up to you at the end of the day what you put on your followers, what weapons you give them, what armor you give them, what weapons you use, what armour you use. It's all down to you at the end of the day and your own personal choice. You play the game, you know, the way you want to play it. I don't now, nor will ever tell anybody you must use this armour set, you know, you must give them this weapon. All I would ever do is just recommend it to people and say that this is what works for me, this is the results I get from it. Try it out at least. You know, and then come back and tell me that it was no good and it didn't work for you if it doesn't. But ultimately it is a recommendation at the end of the day. It's not me telling people that it's, you know, OP and it's meta that you have to use it. It's entirely up to you ultimately at the end of the day. You play your game the way you want to play it. I mean, speaking of games, I don't know if anybody is a Grand Theft Auto fan.
Personal preference.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if anybody is a GTA fan at all. If you've, of course, seen the recent GTA 6 reveal trailer, you've got a little sneak peek into GTA 6 of what's to come and what's going to be in it. Obviously, a little wait for it still yet, because it's not going to be out till 2025, but gotta say it looks pretty interesting as a game, certainly from a story mode perspective and the online side of it. Will probably be a game that I will cover on the channel as well. What I won't do, obviously, if things are still working the way they are with Conan and everything, and
GTA 6 trailer broke the internet.
it certainly did. Yeah, broke everything. Yeah, the most highest viewed video on YouTube. Ridiculous. Shows you how much hype and interest there is behind it. But yeah, if things are still going good with Conan, as I'm sure they will be, and we've still got the content, and we're still doing our Friday stream by then obviously that will still continue once again. Fridays will be the Conan stream, because it seems to be this is what people are getting used to and the day that people seem to enjoy. I mean, if you guys ever have a better day that you prefer, that's more suitable for you, you know, if there seems to be a consensus of people that have another day that works better for them, do let me know. But Friday certainly seems to be good for me, and then obviously also it's sharing it fairly between other creators, like we have Angar's stream on a Sunday, so I just kind of thought, because it's Conan again, it'd be nice to do a bit of Conan with the way I play it on a Friday, and it's console as well, so it's showing off console a bit. And then of course Angar's stream on a Sunday, showing it off on PC. But yeah, if by the time GTA 6 releases, I said GTA 5 then, GTA 6 releases in 2025, which is over a year away yet, and I'm sure we'll be in a lot better place with the channel as well.
For me.
Oh, that's good. Cool.
Wish I could stream, but my wife's shifts are all over the place.
Ah, right. It's difficult, isn't it, when you've got to try and work around things. But yeah, like I said, that's the Maelstrom's finishing. But yeah, if we're obviously growing from strength to strength as we are, and if people are liking the Friday Conan streams, Friday will always be Conan. And then we'll pick another night in the week, probably at some point, or maybe on a Saturday, where we'll look at GTA, for example. Do maybe the story side to it, or we'll try some online stuff as well. We'll figure that out nearer the time though. There could be other games that we might want to play before then as well. You know, there may be other new games that come out that we want to have a look at and explore a little bit. We may get something like June Awakening, the new game, another one that Funcom are working on. That'll be possibly another interesting game, maybe interesting to having a look into, because it is another survival game. Can always go back to doing the DayZ streams a little bit if anybody's interested in that.
The problem I see is when you have a stream too early, like 6 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah, that's why I've always tried to keep it to 7 PM my time on the Friday, 7 till 9. don't want to be too early, obviously, because it might be a lot earlier for some people. And also I don't want to be too late, because yes, that might suit some people better if I started at 8 or 9. But it's kind of trying to figure out what works for my audience, because obviously, yes, I could start at 8 o'clock. I don't have any objections to starting at 8 o'clock if 7's too early still. You know, and do 8 till 10. That's not a problem, if that would be easier for people. I know Angard does 8 till 10 on a Sunday, doesn't he? No reason to say, well, we couldn't do that if...
7 Pensim is fine for me.
But if 7 PM's good, then obviously that's what we'd continue with. But yeah, if anybody's interested in something like DayZ, for example, which is another survival game of such, a bit different to Conan, obviously. A bit more of a... I say PvP game, it's not really PvP because the servers we play on is PvE. So it's a little bit different kind of a game I'm getting back into. And
it's when it starts at 6 Pensim that I find too early.
Right, 6 is too early, so yeah, so if I can do that at 7 as well. 7 for that, so seems to be then at 7 PM UK time is a good time for most people then. So I'll bear that in mind for any future live streams that we do. And probably for DayZ then it would be a Tuesday again. We'd go back to the Tuesday like we were doing, around about 7, and then possibly do 7 till 10 maybe for that one, because I think with DayZ I think 2 hours is a little bit short. Yeah, I'd probably do 7 till 10 then, because you do need a little bit longer for that game really. I mean, there's Twitch streamers that stream DayZ and they stream it for 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 hours a day sometimes, which I haven't got that kind of time obviously, but that's what they do for their job, you know, they are a full-time streamer.
3 days is too short for their eyes.
What do you mean? But yeah, even 3 hours I'm meaning, obviously for streaming, but yeah, even 3 hours is probably too short for it. Even though it is PvE, so it's not necessarily going to be as busy as a regular PvP server. You know, we may get onto some PvP eventually once we've kind of learnt the map a bit more and we know where to go and got a bit more used to it. I did used to play it a long time ago, I'm just kind of getting used to it all again, but got to get used to the weapons.
How long it takes to get anywhere.
Yeah, that is true. It does take a little while to get to places, definitely. So yeah, I think 2-3 hours would do. Maybe for DayZ we need to go a little longer. But it all depends kind of what time I've got really, what day I can do it on, and it may be with DayZ, there may be some days if I'm just playing that it might even be during the day, so daytime, my time, that I just decide to just start a stream off and just play it live while we're playing. We'd have to see how it goes really. Try and figure something out.
Owen just finished speaking on the phone.
1 minute, will work. That was a long conversation. Doesn't matter.
How is everyone?
But yes, good, thank you. Getting ready for my tea now, as of course time is racing away with us again as usual.
Lol, hey bulwark.
But yes, doing great, thank you bud, hope you're well. Really enjoying your latest content, as I was saying earlier. It's a nice relaxing watch for me while I'm planning things or just chilling out. You kind of do it similar to me, that you know you don't
like to speak on the phone and hate when someone keeps me for 2 hours.
I know what you mean. But yeah, like I say, I enjoy watching your videos, and it's nice for something to relax to, and it's a nice steady pace, kind of like I do mine, that you know, you don't rush anything and you don't rush through anything, you take your time with it and you explain things and you play it as if you were playing normally figuring stuff out. You know, you don't rush through anything
Hey
and
Julius, Smokos, Mikai.
really have a plan. You kind of just take your time with it and play it the way you want to play it, and it's really enjoyable. Certainly helping me out with SIPTA a lot, like I say, as well, giving me some interesting things to look at.
Because it's annoying not seeing their face when they talk to you.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't see you here.
We got ourselves a couple of cubs, didn't we? If I remember correctly. We got a bear, and what was the other one we got? Because I need to figure out what meat we need for them in the animal pen. Let's have a look. Yep, we got ourselves a saber-tooth. So now the question is, this is where I have to ask the pet people, or the animal people if you want to call them that, what's the best piece of meat to use in there for...
I saw you were on the isle on northeast.
What's the best thing to use to tame them? Got ourselves a saber-tooth. What would you recommend I use? Because we're going to need some food to get them tamed up. What's the best meat to use for taming a saber-tooth?
Little bear needs honey.
The bear needs honey. I think that's...
Shade spiced honey.
Yeah, I think the honey is one thing I haven't got, which is a little bit of a bummer. So I'd have to maybe pop it in the fridge, the bear, and tame them up when I'd be able to put some beehives out, possibly.
Saber is raw pork.
Raw pork, right. Thank you. Let me just check. I know I did kill a few pigs a little while back.
Shade spiced fatty meat, pork with shade spice.
Yeah, I don't think I even got that recipe for those yet. I know I've got raw pork. I don't think I have the... let's have a look.
Raw pork is 20% chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've got the thingy recipe, so we'll just have to try the raw pork.
Shade spice fatty meat is 30%. Comes with the stove, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I just don't want to obviously hold everybody up just spending all my time looking through the stove for a recipe. Give me a second then. Shade spice, sugar...
No, with the animal pen.
Ah. Shade spice. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow, no search bar on console.
No. And I don't think I've even got the shade spice actually. Well, shade bloom. Yeah, I need to get some shade bloom. So, I don't think we have any shaved bloom at the moment. We're just going to have to go with the raw pork option.
You have in inventory.
Have I?
56.
Let's have a look. Where is it? Where did I see it? Sorry guys,
White flour. Next to the iron ore.
Next to the iron ore, right. Let me just go back to the top a minute. Aha, do you know, I'm glad you guys can see. I'm glad you guys can see all of this. I tell you, I'd be lost without you.
All the way to the top, and it's the last row third spot.
Yeah, just seeing it. Honestly, don't know what I'd do without you guys, I'll tell you. Right, so what is it we're looking for? It's shade spice fatty meat. That one that I'm on now.
Yes.
Perfect.
But now really WTF not having the search feature on console.
Yeah, it's annoying. It would be so much easier just to be able to type it at the top. I don't understand why we haven't. It's, yeah. I don't understand that one. We've never had it. So it's, yeah. It would make life so much easier. There's so many things that we could do it on console that PC has that we don't. And I don't understand why with half of it. Right, let's find that again. Where have I put it? So there we go. It's going to take a little while for him to craft up. And according to that, at the minute, it's just a saber tooth. Unless it's called that in the menu, is it? Before it tames up. Hovered over that, and that says it's a saber tooth still, so it's not a grater. Does it normally say grater in the queue if it's a grater, or would it obviously just say...
You should decrease the time for taming.
I can't on here, unfortunately. If it was my own server, then I would definitely do that. I literally don't have any admin access on here. This isn't my own server, this is another server owned by somebody else that we play on.
No, just when it's done.
Oh, right, so it'll only tell me when it's actually done. Right. I thought it sometimes said whether you already got one or not, but that's good if it's just when it's done. If I think on, I will post it in the community tab on the server, the YouTube homepage. It's getting late and I'm hungry and tired, you can tell. Oh dear. Server, YouTube homepage. I'll go onto my community tab and I will put a post on there to let you guys know if we got a grater or not. We'll keep the bear in there till we can sort that out with some honey. So that we'll have to see. I'll get all the rest of this stuff all put away as well. All sorts of stuff to sort out now. But yeah, I think that guy's going to take a little while to do.
Does the horse have a name yet?
Oh, the horse. Excuse me, the horse. That's a good question. We were supposed to be naming it, weren't we? And I just haven't got round to having a look at my voting little poll that we did. I believe we did have a winner by the look of it. I must try and get on there tomorrow if I get a chance. I will jump on and have a look and see with what names we had, what of the names that we had.
Coco, right? I think Coco is the winner.
It probably well is, I wouldn't be surprised. I will double check it, and if that is the case, then obviously this beautiful looking or handsome looking horse here, whichever way you want to call it, will get the name Coco. But I will double check that tomorrow.
Coco,
and I'll
53%.
Oh, flipping heck. I'll put a post under that then as well, just to say that the voting's over for that now then. I'll try and do that tomorrow if I manage to get on my PC. And also, like I say, I'll let you guys know if we get a greater or not. So if you do keep an eye on the community page there, do keep an eye on it for that. But yeah, hope you found that interesting. Like I say, a little bit of exploring done today. We've been over and discovered Camp of the Castaways. We've taken on 3 little bosses down here that thought my follower would struggle with at first, but no, I did absolutely fine with them. And we've had a little mooch around this island just over here, discovered a few more places, and got ourselves a little bear cub
For the great evening.
and a saber-tooth, so we'll see if it's going to be a greater. Like I say, keep it on the community tab. Next few days I will let you know. And yep, not a problem. My pleasure once again to be here. Thank you all very much once again for joining. Thanks for all your help and advice.
Good night, guys.
Thanks for all your support as usual.
Nice one, matey. Take it steady, lads.
Have a great weekend.
Sign of the horns.
Yep, all of you have a great weekend as well. And if you're in Angar stream on Sunday, I'll hopefully catch you in there. Or if not, I'll catch you in the next video or the next stream. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Leave your comments down below. Like I say, lots to come still. See you all again soon.
Good night all. Be seeing you.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.
Thumbs up. Bye.